No cap, this dog was a total no-go for everyone. He'd growl, snap, and high-key ghost anyone trying to help. Until one quiet afternoon, in rolls this kid in a wheelchair. You bet, that was the moment everything did a whole 180. Over at the Whispering Pines Animal Sanctuary, the low-key buzz among volunteers was totally about this new arrival. A big dog, snowy white fur, but man, he was covered in scars. They'd found him in a storm drain out near Seattle. No kidding. They named him Shadow, and for real, it wasn't just his dark fur, it was how he'd literally vanish into the shadows the second anyone got close. The trainers, bless their hearts, threw everything they had at him. Treats, toys, the softest whispers you ever heard. But Shadow? Nah, he wouldn't let a soul get anywhere near him. He'd bark, backing himself right into the corner, like poof. His eyes weren't angry, not even a little bit. They just had this raw, pure vibe of fear. He wasn't trying to hurt anyone. He just, hands down, didn't trust a single living thing. So, one Sunday, in rolls Andrew Davies, Sweet 16, into the sanctuary yard in his wheelchair. His mom, Eleanor, was right there beside him, and you could tell by her face she was kind of unsure about all this. It had been 2 whole years since Andrew's accident, a gnarly dirt bike crash that stole his legs and, high-key, almost his entire spirit. He used to be fearless, like the kid who would totally slay the skate park every single afternoon. But now, he barely said boo. And let's be real, this visit, not his idea at all. Hey, before we really get into the feels of this story, if you're out there and you believe in the power of true compassion, if you think trust can, no cap, heal the deepest kind of wounds, then please take just a sec to hit that like button, subscribe to MAGSMAN, and share this story with someone who totally needs to believe in healing. Your support, for real, helps us spread these inspiring vibes all over the world. Andrew's eyes, though, they just kind of drifted past all the barking puppies and happy wagging tails. And then, that's when he spotted Shadow. The dog was absolutely still, standing right behind a fence, just staring straight at Andrew. And Andrew just stopped. His mom looked down at him. "Want to move on?" she asked low-key, wondering. Andrew shook his head real gentle. "No," he whispered. "I want to stay." The volunteers exchanged some uneasy looks for sure, but they let him roll up slow and easy. He wheeled himself right to the edge of Shadow's space. The dog stayed tense, super alert, his fur all bristled up. Andrew didn't say a word. He didn't even reach out. He just waited, like it was a whole minute stretching into forever. And then Shadow took a step forward, cautious as anything. Not wagging, not playful, just curious. Shadow sniffed the air right by Andrew's hand, and then, in a move that literally silenced the whole sanctuary, like pin drop quiet, he lowered his head and just so gently placed it on Andrew's knee. Gasps filled the air, you bet. One volunteer whispered, "He's never, ever done that before." Andrew didn't even crack a smile. He didn't look around. He just whispered back, soft as could be, "It's okay. I know what it's like to be scared." And from that iconic day forward, everything high-key changed. In the weeks after that, Andrew was back at the sanctuary every single day, no cap. Shadow learned to just chill quietly beside him, to walk right next to his wheelchair, to lean against him like a super loyal silent shield. No commands needed, no leash, just pure trust for real. A local journalist totally caught wind of their story. Then, a video of Shadow resting his head in Andrew's lap went absolutely viral, like wildfire. But you know how it is. Not everyone was buying it. "It's a total fluke," one trainer scoffed, low-key throwing shade. "That dog's not trained. The boy's not qualified." The noise got louder. The comments got seriously cutting. And for a little while, Andrew actually stopped showing up. Doubt started to creep in for sure. But Shadow? Nah, he did not forget.
One morning, Shadow was just there, waiting at the gate. He straight up refused his food, refused his walks. He just waited until Andrew came back, you bet. And when Andrew finally did, Shadow ran right to him, no hesitation, and laid down by his side. The rescue center, seeing all this magic, invited Andrew to speak at this therapy event for kids with disabilities. At first, he was kind of on the fence, but when he rolled into that arena with Shadow walking like perfectly calm beside him, every single doubt just boof, vanished. Kids who hadn't said a peep in months reached out, high-key wanting to touch Shadow. One little girl even laughed, for the first time in what felt like forever. Shadow gave every single child that same quiet, steady healing energy he'd given Andrew. Gentle, strong, totally vibes. That evening, as the sun was doing its whole vibe, dipping low over the hills, Andrew sat with Shadow in an empty field. No cameras, no huge crowd, just them two for real. "You helped me find myself again," Andrew whispered, softly stroking the dog's scarred fur. "Maybe, just maybe, we saved each other." Shadow just wagged his tail real soft, laying his head on Andrew's foot. And in that moment, for the first time in 2 long years, Andrew smiled. Because sometimes, healing isn't about, being super strong all the time. It's about letting ourselves be seen, no cap. It's about choosing to trust and then being trusted right back. That, my friend, is where real courage, hands down, begins. If this story totally moved you, if it was a real reminder that true connection can absolutely mend what's broken, and that allowing ourselves to be vulnerable can high-key unlock some serious strength, then please hit that like button, subscribe to MAGSMAN, and share this with anyone out there searching for hope in a world that can feel pretty challenging. Your support, you bet, helps us keep these stories of hope alive and well. Before we bounce, I gotta ask you, what do you think is the most powerful lesson Andrew and Shadow taught each other? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, for real. I read every single one.